A very good evening and a warm welcome back to Aurora's Canvas. You have showered your love in the previous video and we could not have been more grateful. It was an amazing response. We created a series on your requests and you guys totally acknowledged that we are catering your requests. Thank you very much. We could not have been more grateful. We're really happy of your response. And today we're taking the series ahead of toxic patterns. We're going to go 4, 5, 6 because we've already done 1, 2, 3 in the previous video. So today we have connected to talk about 3 more toxic patterns that we observe around us. Number 4 is a very common toxic pattern, and the problem here is that you have an opportunity to rectify the situation until a certain point in your life arrives. If you do not do it until then, I'm sorry, you will have to go back to the treatment that we have, the classic treatment for all the toxic patterns. Cut the lines, distance yourself from that person. So in case you want to ensure that you do not have to cut too many people out of your life, you need to make sure that you deal with this 4th pattern appropriately within the start of any relationship. Now what happens is there are people whom I call gate crashers. Classic example, the bullies in school, colleges, workplaces, and even the cousins who bully each and every one. Have you seen that there are some people who would always get too personal with everyone, but there are always 2 or 3 people they respect the boundaries of. The only reason that those 2 or 3 people are able to get these gate crashers to respect the boundaries is that you established your boundaries much earlier and you made each person like this aware that you're not welcomed beyond a certain space. Because when somebody comes into a certain space, you welcome them initially, then you're just entertaining them because you cannot push them away, and suddenly you realize that there is a windpipe all across your throat and you're choking, you're suffocating. There's only one thing you can do is wait until you're totally choked down. So what you need to do is initial treatments, make people realize where their boundaries are, fit in or FO. So going ahead, you have to remember there will be people who would always invade your privacy. The later you inform them, the more offended these people will be, that as if you've done a crime to tell them something. So the only choice you'll be left with is distance yourself from them. So this is the 4th toxic pattern. Here, watch the clip on this toxic pattern.
और बता कुछ क्या चल रहा है? And वैसे तेरे फ्रेंड्स की लड़ाई सॉर्ट हो गई?
Not really back to normal, but yeah, we are like on normal talking terms at least.
पर वैसे हुई क्यों थी?
ऐसे ही यार, बस नॉर्मली, मतलब जस्ट
बता ना यार, मुझसे क्या शर्माना भाई?
इट्स नॉट अबाउट छुपाना या कुछ, मतलब इट्स लाइक ये उनकी बात है एंड आई डोंट वांट टू मेक इट साउंड लाइक सम न्यू गॉसिप इन टाउन. इट्स जस्ट आई एम नॉट कंफर्टेबल विद समथिंग.
फाइन, व्हाटएवर. वैसे ये तो बता सकती है जो दवाइयाँ मंगाई थी आ गई?
हाँ बाबा, मंगा ली थी, ले भी ली.
तू ले क्यों रही है दवाई?
नथिंग सीरियस, ऐसी.
बता ना यार.
And we're back. Chaksh, for the last time, please stop invading my personal space. I don't like it. I'm not comfortable. Understand it, please.
Okay, fine.
So there was a little scene of how you show them their boundaries. There have to be some boundaries for them. Do not ever welcome them, and that is ensured that they will never be able to come across a certain point. If they go away, better away from them. They are more benefit. I mean, some people are like clouds. As soon as they go, it's a sunny day. So if you keep them away, there's no problem. Just be okay with that. Be okay with a few more things. Now we're going to move on to number 5 toxic pattern, and that is negative people. They have a solution. Nah, they got a problem for every solution. I mean, these people are jealous, they are possessive, they are gonna mention every fallout as if it's a major tragedy in their life. They're always complaining, they're always blaming, and usually, even when they have everything a person can possibly have, they have no problems except a negative, very negative mindset. These people can cause a very traumatic aura which can affect everybody who comes in touch with that aura, and this is extremely painful. Their aura is so magnetic that you get attached to it, because you get attached to it out of sympathy, and suddenly realize you yourself feel that your life has no purpose. I mean, they'll even cry about the purpose of life when most of their careers, their life, everything seems sorted, and you're going to realize they're going to find a new problem. So every solution, they'll come up with a new problem. Now, people with a negative mindset can affect extreme negativity all across where they are. I mean, they will always be a no-no when it comes to a person who is dedicated, a person who's trying to attain something in life, or even a person who's 75 years old and approaching his death. Even for that person, a negative aura is not welcomed. So what you need to do is just mention to those people, just mention the values they need to learn. Try to make sure you do not give a value to their opinion, because they'll always make you feel bad about yourself. They're never going to be satisfied with anything. They'll always come up with some more things which are negative about you, because they have a negative mindset. Even when you're doing anything, like I'm making a video, somebody's going to come up to me in my Instagram, somebody's coming to my WhatsApp. What the hell are you doing? You're not doing the videos properly. You should do this, you should do that. This is not how it's done. You're just wasting your time. You're just wasting your energy. Go and sleep. I mean, these people think that if I sleep on my bed for the next 20 hours is more productive than sharing what I have with the audience. I hope Aurora's Canvas is totally against this. I want you to write this down in the comments, that how offended you are that people are telling me sleeping is better than talking to you guys, right? You're going to do that today? Do that today. I mean, here's a clip on negative people, and I'll see you on the other side of this clip.
सब छोड़िए, बता घर में टाइम पास कैसे होता है? लाइक पढ़ने के अलावा क्या कर रही है?
नथिंग. कभी वेब सीरीज, कभी गेम्स, कभी चैटे. यू टेल, तेरा क्या हो रहा है?
Me, I do household stuff. I play games. I do a lot of things.
Household and you.
Yeah, I mean, मैं आलू का पराठा बनाना सीख गई हूँ, boss. I mean, I can do dishes, I can mop the floor, and you know what? Like, I don't see a problem in doing any of these.
Doing the dishes? You crazy or what? You cannot ruin your manicure, or can you? सुन, मेरा बर्थडे है लॉकडाउन के बाद, तुझे पता है, एंड उसमें यू विल एंटर विद योर ruined manicure. No, not at all happening.
Wait a second, Jaksh. You're overreacting. I mean, how is my manicure related with your so-called lockdown के बाद वाली birthday party? जैसे कि वहाँ लोग यही चेक करने आ रहे हैं कि पुष्टि का manicure चक्ष की birthday party के लिए on point है या नहीं है. This doesn't make sense. Again.
Oh man, you understand this? Please fix this. And no more doing dishes now.
See, चक्ष, मुझे बुला रही है मम्मी, तो मैं जा रही हूँ. तो हम ये डिस्कशन करेंगे कभी और. बाय बाय, टूडल्स.
मेरा पूरा बर्थडे रुइन कर दिया है.
So I guess you saw how a negative person creates a negative aura just in this video. Now, just imagine staying around that person or staying away from that person. Always away will sound a better option. You know, distancing yourself seems like a painful idea, but let me tell you, it's a beautiful destruction. It's like taking down a beautiful house so that a beautiful palace can be created. Take down 5 beautiful houses and create a beautiful palace. You'll have to blow them away with the dynamite and move ahead in your life. That takes us to the 6th kind of a toxic pattern, and this is a huge existence in today's scenario, and that is pathological liars. Now, the greatest sign to know them is they lie constantly. There are several lies, and the only purpose of lying is protecting and creating a new image for themselves. They're just creating an image by lying. They tell lies without stopping, and they hold no guilt, and sometimes they lie without even realizing they're lying constantly to somebody. And sometimes there's no purpose of lying as well. They say purposeless lies just to protect. No, just because they can lie. I mean, staying around a pathological liar will make you depressed, confused, and sometimes you'll question your sanity. Sometimes it also makes you feel betrayed. At times it's very easy to catch their lies. Pathological liars are so much into the habit of lying that subconsciously they realize that everybody around them knows that they lie a lot. Everybody knows they're lying. But nobody even cares to argue with them after a certain point, and they're okay with it. They don't want people to actually have an image of them. They just want people to acknowledge it to their face. Go back and say anything to my face except whatever I say, except that I'm a fairy with wings and I got a hollow on my head and I got a, what do you call it, wand in my hand. You accept it in front of me and laugh about me behind my back of just when you turn the face. They're okay with it because their target is not to get their contention accepted, but to their face they just want to avoid the situation and they keep on lying. But let me tell you, if you are a pathological liar, and if any of these disorders that we've talked about, 6 toxic traits that we've talked about, let me tell you, don't just see it from the point of view of somebody else having these patterns. Introspect. Maybe you have these patterns, because if you're a pathological liar, you could be suffering from a borderline personality disorder, a narcissistic disorder, or you might also be suffering from a very critical stage of depression. Please go see a medical practitioner right now. Not right now, we're in a quarantine. After that, yeah. So just to say that if you are a pathological liar or you have any disorders, introspect and get this rid of, because you realize there are 2 things that are going to happen if you are a pathological liar. First, your image will actually be blown down to the trenches. It's going to be a gutter full of the most dirtiest, stinking items inside, covered with a manhole which only you can see. People are able to see it underneath and above. You're just trying to assume that since I've closed my eyes, the cat is gone. There is a lot of shit and everybody knows about it, because if you're constant lying, pathological liars have a real big problem with their life, and they will constantly be lying, lies on lies on lies. Please try and stay away from them. Now I'm talking about people suffering, people having them around, and catch their lies and ever mention it to them that you're lying and we know about it. They would not care. They don't have a guilt of lying. So you just have one choice. Try it once or twice. Distance away from these people. All the toxic patterns, you try to deal with them. Don't give too many attempts, because these are patterns they've developed over years and years. They're not going to change just for you. So try it once or twice and distance yourself. See it in this video how my friend tries to mention that she realizes that the other one is lying in this video.
Hey, what's up, bro?
हाय ब्रो, नथिंग मच, जैसे अभी पढ़ाई करके हटी थी, मतलब क्वेश्चंस वगैरह देख रही थी। अब तो बता, पढ़ाई की क्या हाल चाल है?
पढ़ाई का तो नाम मत ले यार, मैंने तो किताबें भी नहीं ली अभी तक। पता नहीं पेपर में क्या लिख के आएंगे।
तो कोई बात नहीं, तू टेंशन क्यों ले रही है? बिना पैनिक करे आराम से फिर से स्टार्ट कर, दोबारा फ्लो बन जाएगा। चिल कर।
हाँ, वैसे यार तेरे भैया इटली गए थे ना, सो हाउ इज ही होल्डिंग अप?
हाँ यार, भैया इटली में ही है अभी, मतलब अभी फ्लाइट्स नहीं आ रही हैं तो वो नहीं आ सकता अभी वापस। बट आई एम जस्ट ग्लैड कि ही इज एट होम एंड ही इज एक्चुअली सेफ देयर।
Oh, my relatives were also in Italy. And you know what? They booked an entire plane for their safety check, you know.
You mean like they're back in India?
Hope you, bro. They came day before yesterday.
For your kindest information, Chaksh, all the flights from foreign countries to India stand cancelled. And frankly, only the flights that carry goods are allowed.
Oh. मेरी मम्मी बुला रही, मैं करती हूँ बात।
So that brings us to the end of the 3 new toxic patterns. If you see these patterns around you, you know what to do. Try to mellow it down. Don't give too many efforts. Get out of it. And if you have any of these disorders and the ones which we're going to talk about, please try to work on them. And if you don't work on them, if you see it's not workable, go see a medical practitioner today. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, and put your feedback in the comments. Follow me on my Instagram, and I'm going to cater your queries like I'm doing right now. It is really nice to talk to you guys. I hope the quarantine is being made easier by the videos that I'm bringing to you. Let's see how much you can go ahead. Let's make it even a much bigger hit than the previous video. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Stay tuned. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.